Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name is Jade, and this is Paddle Up on iOS. And today, we're going to be playing around with
Textquencer.
But first, we're going to kick off with a song by someone you all know and love. It is Thomas Christ. Give me what I want. Look at that face. Look at that face of Thomas Christ. Only a face a mother could love. And speaking of which, we wish Thomas's mother to get well soon. He is away today with family matters, and we're wishing lots of love to Thomas's mum, who's not too well. So, yeah, and we miss Tom. We always miss him because he's been here so long, man. He's like a part of the furniture. What a great song. Thomas Christ. There's a link pinned to the top of the chat. If you'd like to click those, you can go and subscribe to him. Look right there. And his song whip, where you can get all his music. Bandcamp links are there. Everything. Go purchase his stuff. Do the thing. Makes him happy. Makes everybody happy. Boom. Hello, I'm Jade. This is How to App on iOS for another day. I'd like to welcome all the Walt Warriors. Hello, welcome to you. For $1 a month, you can become a Walt Warrior and be a part of the emojis in the chat. If you decide to send me an emoji, I can add it, or I can hunt you down and try and find one myself, which is hard to do. And you get special access to live streams that are private on the channel, like our roast series and our quizzes that we'll be doing more and more during this year. So welcome to the show. Today we're looking at a cool app. Let's say hello to folks who are here. Valerie Butt, hello to you. Hello, Cold Acre, Mamsie Graham, and David Collette, hello to you. Many vibes to you, many vibes. Audible video. Did I say the Chili's here? Yes. Greg, what's happening? Let me scroll. I'm scrolling. Hey, Stephen Tucker, what's happening? Let me get to the bottom. Boom. There we go. What is happening? Let's see who else. See who's here. I think I got most of you. We're good. If you're here, say hello in the chat. If you're watching on the replay, hit the like. Welcome if you're watching on the replay. Hit the subscribe. Do all that stuff, all the fancy stuff, all the things. Today we are going. Hello, Leela. Leela's here. Leela just had a great show where she didn't show us any doodles this week. Hi, Brad. I know you're probably watching the background. Hello, Cem Olcay. I hope you're doing well. The developer whose app we're looking at today. Boom. 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 Good stuff. All right. Let's cover a few housekeeping things and stuff. Yesterday we talked about this on the channel. If I can get my things together. We talked about this. Snap camera going away. Boom. It's so sad. Snap camera is going away. 25th of January. And if you want to reach out to them, heaps of people are doing it. The best way to do it, from what I discovered, and I can't do anything, I had to send them an email, is to head over to this place where I'm banned. See? Your account is permanently suspended. Head over here to Twitter. And it is at the Snap Camera. And you can go and see heaps of people are saying, please, please don't go away. Don't go away. Tweets and replies. Don't go away. Or if you do tweet them, make sure you add in Snapchat, at Snapchat, because Snapchat owns Snap Camera. So if you tweet to the Snap, what is it? The Snap Camera and at Snapchat, is the best way to tell them to keep the service going, because it's amazing. And so many YouTubers are going to be pissed off that we can't use it anymore. Yeah? Oh, Greg, I recently just tried to get unbanned again. And no, they rejected me again. You've got to be an ultra-conservative Nazi to get back on the program, it seems. So it is what it is. And, you know, the reason I got banned on Twitter, as most as you know, when Donald Trump caught COVID, I atted Donald Trump and wished COVID a speedy recovery from catching Donald Trump. And that got me banned permanently. I wished COVID well. Man, I thought it was funny. Man, see, if Elon was around back then, because, you know, he's all about free speech, he would have thought that was funny. Hi, Deep Gravity. I've got that wrong. Hi, Deep Gravity. Man, humor's gone in this world, I'll tell you what. You can't even have a joke. There are hundreds of thousands of people out there wishing each other horrible things on Twitter, saying the most evil crap, And I make a joke and I get banned for life. Yeah, but they overturned me again. I recently sent an email. They said, nah, you're still not welcome. I'm like, I deleted the tweet. Oh, well, it's all good. I don't miss the anger and the horribleness and the porn. There's so much porn on Twitter. It's weird, you know. I can say that I can't say that, but I can find full-on porn on Twitter. Go figure. It doesn't make any sense to me. Whatever. What else was I going to cover today? So there's that. Yeah, make sure you go over and try and save Snap Camera because it's a great, great program. And we love it. We love it. Guess what, guys? I want to tell you something else that is coming out really soon. And I put up a short yesterday on the channel. And I want to share it with you because this is the bee's knees. This is coming out, I think, the end of this week. The end of this week. And I'm really, really excited. Let's show you. Oops. Yeah! Boom! Audio Kit are releasing something really cool this week, and it's one of my kind of favorite apps. It's a 16-bit synthesizer called Saga Synth. It's really exciting, and the developer of today's app, who's here today, Cem, is, from what I know, I don't know, maybe you can correct me on this, Cem, you've had something to do with the rejigging of the Audio Kit open source model that is happening for a bunch of these new apps. So that's really exciting. Audio Kit is getting a facelift, and that's super, super exciting because Audio Kit is used by many, many developers to make their apps. And yeah, super, super cool stuff. But let's jump over and do a thing here. Boom, because we got some price drops to cover quickly. Bass Leveler is on sale at $3.99. TFX Mod down to $1.99. VA Drums from $8.99 to $5.99. TFX Echo $1.99. Channel Strip, VA Mono, VA Poly, and a whole bunch of stuff. Spatializer. I think Cubase is still on sale. Trooper's still on sale. Steel Guitar Pro, Galileo, Magellan, Tone Stack. There's still a bunch of things that are on sale, leftovers from the Christmas sales. So if you want to get in and get these things, you should get them now. But today we are looking at Textquencer. So Textquencer is Cem Olcay's brand new sequencing app that is you use text to create music with this thing. So the possibilities are quite endless with this thing. And if you start to use your imagination like I was last night, I was using ChatGPT to generate stories about sequences and then pasting them in to Textquencer to make music. How meta is that, yeah? You can get very, very meta with this stuff. So this is $5, $4.99 US price. And of course, it's come from Cem, so it's inventive, it's clever, and it's fun at the same time. And that's what you want, yeah? Not everything has to be super serious and I want this door and this has to be perfect. It doesn't have this feature. Not everything has to be so serious. Things can be very, very fun. And this is, again, another fine little app to be added to the collection. And here is the website for this. So this is at keybudapp.com, where you can find out a little bit of information about how this works. But I'm going to give you a detailed run through today. Yeah. So shall we jump in and open it up and see what I made? All right, what's this? What is this madness? I have no idea. I just threw this together just before the show. Let's go. Wicked fun. All right, let's clear this out and show you how this thing works, what it's all about, yeah? Because there's lots of good times to be had with this thing. So we're basically going to open a MIDI track here. So we've got a MIDI channel. So this does not make notes. Be well aware of that. It does not create sound. It generates notes. It generates scales. And it sends those scales over to whatever instruments, AU instruments you choose. If you're going to use this in a DAW, there are many DAWs that do accept this kind of thing, like your Cubases and your N-Track Studios and lots of them, yeah? Nanostudio. GarageBand, no. GarageBand, no, because GarageBand thinks we're too immature to be able to control our own MIDI. That's another story, isn't it? So over here in our MIDI track channel, we have to look for text, and there it is, Textquencer. And we'll just add a piano to kick off with here. So maybe just a pure upright over here. We'll wait for that to load. And of course, like always, we need to send the MIDI out from this over to, so we're hitting output over to the instrument. So it's ready to go. There you go. Hey, Fat Panda Cat, hello to you. Anyone else I may have missed? So please explain to the daft one that I am. This is AI only with some text. No, this is, no. So basically, you can write whatever you want in this, and I'll explain how the letters work. So it's like coded messages. Secret, we're making secret music with coded messages. Hey, Hambo and Jim, what's going on? Right on, boom. So when you open it up for the first time, there's some text in there. So when you hit play, and we're off to the races. All right, so let's write this out for you so you understand how this kind of works firstly with the letters and stuff. So A equals C, yeah? A equals C. B equals, what comes after C in the scale? D. A, B, C. C equals C, D, E, yeah? I think I'm doing it right. C, D equals E, F, F, yeah? D, E equals MC squared. G, E equals G. A, C, D, E, F, G. What's next? E, F, F equals, am I right? I think I'm somewhere right. Yeah, we're still right. E, F, G, C, D, E, F, G, A. And G equals B. All right? We're following along. C, D, E, F, G, A, B. So there's our scale. So what happens when we get to H? Well, what do you think happens? The scale goes up. H equals C. So we go back to the beginning. It's an octave. Every 8 letters goes up an octave. He'll never change, will he? He'll never change. And so forth. So H, I equals, what do you think? Well, come on, guess. D. C, D. So it runs like that. Yeah? So now if I play this, we're going to get some interesting things because spaces and symbols are spaces. They're gaps. So now you're probably confused. Now you'll notice too, all of these are in capitals. If I go back over here and we change these out, we change this to a D, a small D. And we go up, let's stop this. We change this to we'll change this G here. I think I can do this. To a small G. And you start doing this, you can actually accent these. So capital letters are accented, all right? So I'll go in here and make a small E there. I'll make a small C over here. And now we can hit done down the bottom here. So you've got free range to write whatever you want in here. And now we can go over to our settings. There's lots of cool stuff in the settings here, which we will go through. Accent capital letters. Let's turn that on. Hit play. Yeah? So you can hear the difference straight away. Now you notice when it gets to this last D down here, it skips straight back to the next letter because there's no space here. Yeah? Let's speed it up a little bit, make it a bit more interesting. Put a space in here just to even things out. Cool, yeah? So if I hit done, again, we can get out of here. Let's go back over to the settings and show you a few other things, because not only that, you can choose the scale you want this to play in as well, or you can choose the key. So if you change key, then this will mess everything up that I have written here, because A will then become whatever key I have this in. So A will now be D, yeah? Which makes for some really interesting things if you've got multiples of these going on. And here's the really fun stuff. Look at the amount of scales in here. It's a cavalcade of scales. So many scales. Let's choose a different scale and hit play. What you can also do is mess around with the octaves. So we can choose how wide or how tight the octaves are between each other. So we can take this down. That's way low. We can also go in here and change the velocity, or we can choose a randomized velocity. So now we can go in and say, let's have a minimum velocity of down here. So we can really mess with the velocity. We can choose, if we turn off randomize, we can just set a solid velocity up here. Also have the ability to gate the sounds. Now you can see they're so gated you can't hear them. Or we can whack the gate up so we've got extended notes here. Or we can randomize the gates. For those of you like me who are utterly blind as well, you can change the text size. We've got a nice big text size here at the moment. Or you can customize the text size. And look, you can make it really, really big. Whee! So if you're blind, there's something for you if you're blind. Charlie. Oh no, Charlie. Gladys is going to be shattered. She just had her hip replaced. So we'll leave the text nice and big. Let's remove this and write some stuff. Let's go over to ChatGPT and find some stuff. What are we doing? Oh, it's because I'm in text mode. Boom. That's interesting. I can't switch. We'll try this. There we go. I'll go over to ChatGPT over here. And you can write things. So you might want to write a story and then add it in here. Yeah? So I wrote a story here. Once upon a time, this is a story about the scale of C major. Once upon a time in a kingdom far away, there was a young musician named Clara. Well, the AI wrote this. Clara was starting out on her journey of becoming a master musician, and she was eager to learn anything she could about music. One day, her music teacher told her about the scale of C major. What an intriguing story this is. It's really long too. Shall we just grab all of it and just bung it in there and see what happens? I like taking risks. Copy. And let's go whack it in here. So we can paste this in here. And look, there's our whole story in here now. It is a true story. Beautiful. Charlie. Oh, Charlie. Hey, Russ, what's going on? Didn't see you there. Wicked. I don't think this is in the key of C either, so we should fix that. There we go, that makes more sense. We'll put this in major as well, because the story is about a song in major. And look at it, it just keeps going and going and going and doing its thing. So we can open up another one of these. What's really cool, it doesn't really matter what you write because we're all in the same scale, yeah? Hey, Robbie, I hope you're well. We're all in the same scale, so whatever you write, it's going to be cool as well. So we have the demo thing in here. We can remove this and put the same thing in, right? But now that we've got the same text in, you'd be pretty close in saying, hang on, it's just going to be playing the same thing. Well, we can go into the settings and at least we can change the octaves up a bit. And you'll notice it's different. Why is it different? Why is it playing two different things? That's because you can go in here and you can change the rate and the speed of what it's playing. So this second one, I'll show you the first one. First one's playing at a 16th and the next one's playing at an 8th. So they're playing in different times, complementing each other. So ultimately you could create multiple versions of these. Actually, I do on the Patreon, Jim. On the Patreon, I will be putting up some codes after the show. Why is someone calling me right now during my show? They know I'm live. Anyway. Wicked. So, now use your imagination, guys. You can use this for drums. You can use this for whatever you want. You can create harmonies with this. I'm just going to save this because we'll come back to it. Because there's a lot more to cover. Let's just save this as show demo. Oh, text. Show demo. That'll do. And if I open up this sucker, which I made last night on my other iPad. So I tried to create some. So I've got 4 of them here. And check this out. So if we take the piano out of this, now in the first session I've got A to G, and the second session I've got H to N. So we're playing the harmony of each, the upper scale of each. We're playing a chord, which is so much fun. And then by going in here and changing the speed of all of them, you see what we're doing here? And all I'm putting in is some letters. And they're targeted letters, yeah? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful stuff. I think so too, Jim. Yeah, so you can go in and if you put the same thing in, of course it's going to play the same note, but you can apply this to drums. So should we try it with some drums? Let's add a, what can we add drum-wise? Because I'm pretty sure drums are what? They're at 0. Are they at 0? I think so. Let's see. We'll just put in any letters until we start finding the right ones. Isn't that right? That'll do. So if we just throw in Hammerhead for fun and create a brand new MIDI channel over here. There we go. We'll send this over to Hammerhead. Boom. So it's now connected to Hammerhead. All right, so we know an A is a kick drum. There we go. Because an A is a C0, and a lot of drums begin at C0 and go up from that. So if we make this full screen and head in here, of course we can start doing, and remember spaces. So if we do a space, I'm guessing a B, is it maybe a snare? Oh man, I hate how the Magic Keyboard puts a dot in after every letter. It sucks. I should turn that off. I really should. I'm just changing the speed down here. There we go. So we're at half speed. If we go back to the start, now that's the thing I didn't remember, to put a space at the end like that. No, we got to go back. No space. How much fun, yeah? That's the thing with Cem's apps. It encourages you to just think outside the box and just try things and don't have any fear. Yeah, because fear is the mind killer. So just throw anything in there. Now, so things like spaces, full stops, commas, all those kind of things are rest notes. But you can go in. Now, unfortunately, I can't get this to work, though. Maybe if Cem's still here, he can help me, but I don't know why I can't get it to work. You can go in here and add your own custom outlays. So let's do this. Textquencer. Yes, it has CCs as well. So we're going to go in here and show you that right now. So let's go in here. In our settings, we can go in and let's scroll down to create custom characters. So you can go in and create custom characters as well. And here you have the space to do so. Let's just clean this one out. So there's no current maps, no character maps, but we can go in here, choose a character like an emoji. So if I go bring up my emojis and hit like the love heart emoji, oh, hang on, we'll do the fire emoji because that's more like it. But you can go in here and then assign the fire emoji to a note. So you've got all these notes here. So you've got C4. So if we go for a trip, I know what I'd really love, and I actually want this on all of Cem's apps, is so I can hold down the plus and move my finger so it moves a lot faster. But let's just go. Oh yeah, it's working. It does work. You do have it. So sorry, Cem, I'm a douche. So we'll set this to C9. So that's set to C9, or you can choose a note in the scale. So so a scale has 7 notes. You can choose whichever note you would like it to be in the scale of whatever scale you have set. So that's really cool. So we've got C1, C#1 here. Let's hold down and go all the way to, but for some reason, I'm not getting it to work. I don't know why that is. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. Let's set this to like a G#8. And that should be it. If I jump out of here now, that should be done. I don't think I have to save it or anything. Yeah. So there we go. So I've set my fire emoji, but let's see if we can get it to work. Because, as I said, I can't get it to work. So if I choose a fire emoji in here, and we'll just create a new, what kind of instrument can we bring this into? Maybe VHS synth. And we'll send this over. I'll actually choose something that makes sense. So like this pad. See, I'm not getting it to make any sound. Am I doing something wrong, Cem? Or is it a bug? Or is, because it's, if I put in a, see, it's still doing it as a rest. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Maybe if I change to a piano here so we can actually hear the notes properly. Pure upright. Yeah, see, it's still doing it as a rest. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm doing something wrong. Add a dot maybe. No, see, yeah. And I've tried it with other codes as well, because on your keyboard, you do have other letters. So if we go to our keyboard here and you hold down the Option key, you've got other letters like all these symbols. Yeah. So I'm doing like Q, W. So you've got all these symbols as well. But again, I couldn't get these to work either. So I don't know if it's something wrong with it. But that would be nice to, maybe if Cem's still here, if he can let me know if it is a bug. But for For some reason, it's not working for me. So they're all set at rests. And even that fire emoji is not working. And I've checked heaps of times if I'm doing it right. I even create another one. Let's hit plus, create another one. We'll go in and do option Q. And we'll set this to a scale note. And we're done. Let's see if it... Oh, it did that one. So it did the Q, just not the fire emoji. But that's working. So that symbol's working. So let's go in here and add some more, yeah? There we go. So maybe it's just emojis. So let's do another one. And we'll put in here option W. We'll see if this works now. See, that one's not working. See, I'm bug testing for you. Oh, I probably didn't choose a note. Let's try that. No, that one's not working. So the Q's working, that symbol. We'll try a different symbol, yeah? Or a R. Boom. So some of them aren't working, but I'm sure Cem will sort it because he's a fantastic developer who I've had on the show, and he loves his apps, so he really cares about getting things sorted. So there's that. He's awesome. We love Cem. We love Cem. So yes, also you can create patterns as well. So if you want to switch between patterns, we can have this pattern here, go down and hit a plus, and we can make multiple patterns down here, like Russ is a grouch. Yeah. So now that is pattern 2 down here, and we can switch between the patterns. And I've shown this on the channel before. You can assign a CC10 MIDI switch, so you can switch between these really easily with your keyboard. Yeah, you can do all that stuff. And you also have all of these little fancy things open to play around with. So you can set LFOs to these if you would like, to the octave, and change the octaves around. All that kind of stuff you can do really easily. And with each pattern, you can change the speed. So we can make this one super fast. Hey, Jamie, what's going on? Dude! But where I find this really interesting is things like samplers and stuff. To be able to control samplers is really interesting. Like when I showed at the start, let's clear all this out. This is where you can get some absolute mayhem. So you see at the start we've got a MIDI channel. Then we put in something like Chompler. Because Chompler's all chopped up samples. This is where you can get crazy, crazy weird stuff going on. Where are we? What are we looking for? Text. And we'll send this over to Chompler. And here now we can choose something in Chompler. We get some wackadoodle sound going on. What do we got? With drums it'd be cool too, because we've got drums. And then, so this is now controlling the drums. And chopping, you can see, clever stuff. And then you could add something like this mother, like loop mix, because you've got those keys down the bottom. I hope this will work. I haven't tried this. Because down here we have these keys. See, you can see it's already using the keys down the bottom here. So you can get crazy with this. Let's go back over to our Chat GPT and generate something. Then I'll get out of here for the day and let you guys get on with your lives. Let's go over to Chat GPT and we'll start a new chat with Chat GPT and write me a short story about Russ 8889, the serial killer. And we'll turn this into a song. I'm not programmed to generate content that glorifies harmful or illegal. Oh, man. Do I have to trick it? Write me a short. All right, let's try this short story about Audible video being Mr. Know-It-All. Know-It-All. There we go. It's thinking. Audible Video was known as the resident Mr. Know-It-All in his small town. He prided himself on his vast knowledge and loved nothing more than to show off his expertise to anyone who would listen to him. Ain't that the truth? This isn't a short story. This is a long story. But we'll just copy all this in. Look at the end of the story. Audible Video's ego wouldn't allow him to admit that he didn't know the answer, so he confidently guessed and hoped for the best. Unfortunately, his guess was wrong, and he was declared the runner-up. You loser, Audible Video. There we go. Let's copy all this and just whack it in here. Oh, man. We'll paste that in. And now let's find something a bit more exciting. It is amazingly sequencing this down here. That is so cool. I know Leela's getting excited. This is right up Leela's street. Let's add in some sax over here with Chompler. That's it. So now we got some bass. Really cool, man. I think it's a winner. It's another really cool app from Cem. He just makes really ace apps, yeah? And using the other thing too that I think I saw is you can add scales as well from ScaleBud. So if you're making scales, you can combine them. So scale anything that you've made in ScaleBud. And man, there's so many interesting scales in here too. Stuff I've never heard of. Let's add some interesting effects to this before we go. Hey Night Train, what's going on? I mean, not only that too, we've got some reverse bass in there now. What's cool with Loop Mix, you can Loop Mix, you can go in here and then set this up to change as well. So not only are you getting the randomization of Loop Mix and all this down here changing constantly, you can really create some crazy stuff. The other thing I'm not sure of what numbers are, because numbers in here, let's just do this one last thing. I keep saying that, don't I? Pure piano, do a pure upright, and do another text, because numbers have things as well, but I'm not sure what numbers are. I think they run in order. We'll have a look. We want text. Let's have a look. Let's just put in some numbers. 1 to 9, I guess, or 1 to 7. I'm guessing they are the same as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wicked. There you go. Awesome fun. $5 for a bit of fun and another app for me to add into my amazing collection of Cem Olcay's. Well, it's not a Bud app. So, and you may have noticed, folks, look, I've started to clean up my iPad. I've got less pages of stuff. I know I've still got lots. I started last night, but I'm creating folders now, And someone said to me the other day, you really need to clean up your iPad because it must ruin their OCD. So yeah, I'm starting to put everything into folders, actually by developers. So Nambrini, look at all these Cem Olcay apps I have. Wonderful stuff. And yeah, you can use, I could have done something like that. You can use Chordbud into Snakebud into Textquencer. I've got to get my head around that. So all of these can be used together and sent into each other as well because they're all just made that way. But wicked stuff for you to use your imagination and create wonderful music. And if you're a Patreon, watch the Patreon because I will put up a link probably in the next 20 minutes. All that good stuff. All right, that'll be it for today. Let's tell you what's happening tomorrow. It's not that. That's not what's happening tomorrow. We are taking a look at Drum 80 tomorrow. So we're going to be doing some drum sequencing and stuff like that. Wicked app this is. Plus, that's from GSI. And then the day after, we're finally taking a look at Trinity audio mastering. We've got a new mastering app on iOS. Well, it's on iPad. So that's cool. And hopefully this is all going ahead on Friday as well. We're doing a live documentary into the album that was never released. Back in 1999, I sung vocals on this album and it was never released. And it's really sad because it's probably the best album I've ever sung on. So we'll take a look at that as well. All right, guys. Thank you, Cem. Thanks for being here. As always, you rock. Great apps. Go and support Cem. He's a fantastic developer. And he's a great supporter of this channel, which I thank very, very much. And I thank all of you for being here today. And I hope you all have a wonderful day ahead. Yeah? Remember, do the things that make you happy. Mistakes make you better. And as Mamsie says, we'll all rise together, 'cause you make me shine better, and we'll all rise together. You make me shine better. When the night is cold and lonely, we all shine together.